Hello gun friends, today I'm going to show you 3 different ways on how to remove a Glock slide using one of the guns that was famously used in the movie John Wick, and that's the ever trusted Glock 34. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Now you probably have seen videos on YouTube telling you how to remove or showing you how to remove a Glock slide. But today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to remove a Glock slide in one video using the famous Glock 34 that was used in the movie John Wick. So here it is. But to make sure, before anything else, let's make sure that the gun is safe. Remove the magazine, rock the slide a couple of times, make sure there's nothing in there. It's empty and it's empty. And I always like to point it to the safe direction and click the trigger or pull the trigger. I don't want the trigger left hanging right there because I always want to make sure that it's not trigger ready. All right, so let's go down to business. All right, on with the tutorial. Now, before anything else, let me explain the difference between the slide release and the slide lock. Now, for those new gun owners out there, I don't want you to be confused between the slide release and the slide lock. The slide release has a different purpose, and I will explain it later on in the video. Okay, for the meantime, let's focus on the slide lock, which is the one that we're going to use to remove the slide. All right, the first way to remove a Glock slide is pretty much common. You can see this on YouTube. Now, what you're going to do is to rest the gun against your palm like this, grab the top part of the slide and pull it backward about 1/4 of an inch, and then pull down the slide lock together on both sides. And once you pull them down, you release the slide. And once you release the slide, you should be able to remove it pretty quickly and pretty easily. That's it. That's the first step, all right? Or the first way to remove a Glock slide. Now let's put the gun back together, rack it a few times, and fire. And that's pretty much it. That's the first one. Now let's move on to the second one. The second way is pretty much the same as the first one. The only difference this time is you have to rock the slide. Once you rock the slide, you do the same procedure as the first one. Hold the gun like this and grab the top part of the slide and pull it backward. And once you pull it backward, you pull down the slide lock lever all the way down for both sides and then release the slide. And once you release the slide, you pull the trigger. And once you pull the trigger, you should be able to remove the slide pretty much easily. And you can do this if the first way of removing the Glock slide is not working, you can do it this way. All right, now let's put the gun back together and make it ready. All right, that's it for the second way of removing a Glock slide. Okay, now here's the third way of removing a Glock slide. This is the one that I like the most because it's very simple. All you have to do is, again, rest the gun on the palm of your hand, grab the top part of the slide, and simultaneously, while you pull it backwards, you pull down the slide lock all together at the same time. Pull and pull down. Okay, here we go. And once you've done that, release the slide. And once you release the slide, you should be able to remove the slide pretty quick and easy. That's it. That's the third and simple way of removing a Glock slide. Let's put it back together, get it ready, and done. All right, I hope you learned something today. Okay, before I go, I promised at the beginning of the video that I will explain to you a little bit about the purpose of the slide release, especially to all those new gun owners out there. All right, now to better explain everything, I'm going to use an empty magazine right there with no bullets. Okay, for example, you started shooting and you ran out of bullets, your slide will lock at the back and it's not going to come back. That simply tells you that your magazine is empty and there's no bullet in the chamber. So what you're going to do is release the magazine and throw it out, and then set in a new fresh magazine with fresh bullets in there. For example, this is a full loaded magazine and there's bullets in there. So once you already loaded your magazine, that's the time you have to press the slide release down. When you press the slide release down, that moves your slide forward. And when it moves forward, that sets in a new round in the chamber, and that makes your gun able and ready and battle ready and ready to engage. So that's the purpose of the slide release. Okay, so that's it for now. Go out and shoot, practice shooting at the range, because what purpose does it make if you have a lot of gun but you don't know how to use it? My name is Jay Nikujev, and please subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Thank you.